What's up, y'all? Most of y'all know me as Forever Young or Forever, but my name is Tyron. Most of y'all heard my testimony multiple times on TikTok. I'm just coming to y'all with the YouTube video, but I could dive a little into details because I went on my Snapchat, I re-downloaded it, and found a lot of videos that that really gave timestamps on how things went. But some of the stuff was real graphic. So before I told y'all on TikTok, I was telling y'all like I was gonna give y'all real detailed descriptions and show y'all all the videos, but some of it was too graphic, and some of it I just feel like it was just too really into my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna give y'all the basics, but still go into a little detail so y'all could be on one accord with me. But let's jump right into it, man. So as a youngin, I always been going to church. I grew up in church, Christian background. Well, you had to go to church where I was from. You feel me? You had to go to church. Grandma was overly spiritual in a good way. Mama was spiritual, Well, I have a dad that's a Jehovah Witness. So, that was kind of, mixed there and this and that. But, it is what it is. I still got through. But yeah, I went to church. I never really experienced the Holy Spirit for real, for real. Like I never once remember a time where I felt His presence like I did and do now. I just went to church just because that's what you were supposed to do. I say around age 11 to 13 is when I stopped going for real. At that point, like I could tell my people, like, no, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? And my mama would be like, you gotta stay in church. You remember God. You know how it go. But I'm like, okay, yeah, like, that's cool. I cool. I'd rather go outside or I'd rather play the game, So she'll let me slide. I remember during this time, even before 11 or 13, I always been the type to be on the computer. I always be on YouTube just looking up things like conspiracies, aliens, even got on the dark web as a kid, just watching Val stuff. I used to watch cartel videos, and you know how they used to be. I used to watch those type of videos and disasters and stuff like that. That's just always been me. And even I remember a time now was I was even looking up people going to hell testimonies. And now that I think about it, it's crazy because I always been into that type of stuff. I grew up a good kid. You feel me? Like it wasn't nothing too crazy. Like I said, I had both of my people in my life. You feel me? My mama and my daddy. So I grew up decent. I grew up decent. But I remember fifth grade specifically. I remember I was telling my teacher, I said, I don't want to be good no more. Because I always had A's and B's. I always been that kid, you feel me? I remember I strictly told my teacher, I don't want to be good no more. And it was because, you feel me, I liked this female, you feel me, and she wanted the bad guy. So I'm like, dang, Joe, like I gotta be the bad guy. So right then and there, I remember telling my teacher, I don't want to be the good guy no more. Bro, she called my mama. She called my mama, bro. And then, bro, I get home, you feel me, and got on punishment, man. But anyways, you feel me? Ever since that day, bro, like no cap, I've been a class clown. And it's not even just from, trying to be something I'm not. It was just like now I'm getting it to myself for real, for real. I'm naturally goofy. Like I'm naturally funny. I'm naturally wanna, just tweak out and spaz out, make noises and sounds and do dance moves in the classroom. Like that just been me. I always been that type of like happy go lucky kid, you feel me, just tweaking out. But ever since that day, I know it was a physical change. I'm like, yeah, man, this is where it's at. So sixth grade, I got kicked out of my first school. Seventh grade, got kicked out of the next school just for not being bad, but just being a goofy kid. Like I always been a class clown. Moving forward, I just giving y'all a little background so y'all can know like how I was. Now when people see me, they believe that I always been like this. But nah, bro, like, it's a journey. I remember 2012 was my eighth grade year. It's first time smoking weed. The first time always gonna be the best time. It's like, man, everything funny. You get the munchies. You can't think right. Like you seeing stuff warp around, and you know how it go your first time smoking weed. So right then and there, that was my first time. It kind of opened some doors. I remember during this time too. This was when I got real close to one of my older cousins. Like he used to realize practice witchcraft. It was a lot of manipulation. Like not just on me, because now looking back, it was definitely manipulation on my part, but I was getting closer to my cousin, right? And he would show me all the females he was with. And I'm not gonna lie, they was thorough. They was real thorough. They used to be like models and travel from New York, travel from UK and stuff like that. I'm like, man, like how you getting, you feel me? Like, what's good? So he took me under his wing, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, he was teaching me game. Like he was teaching me game, how to move like this, how to talk like this, how to just do stuff. And then it started off like that, and then like later, cause he a rapper, right? And he famous overseas now. He used to tell me how he was getting into contracts with these Jewish people, and how everything is not what it seems, and always pay attention to symbols. He used to always tell me like pay attention to symbols. Like he used to tell me about the morning star, and it was just so much of stuff that I could really go into details with. But he used to say, always tell me knowledge is in the books. Read this type of book. Do your research on this, that, and the third. Now, mind you, I'm thinking he the coolest guy ever. Like, we used to get high together, you feel me? And remember, I'm young, so we used to get high, and he used to just put me on game. That's all I could really say. He used to just put me on game to where, I was like, man, bro, he really the truth. And then all of a sudden, I remember one day we was having a deep conversation, and then he was telling me about Jesus. He was saying it's this ship called Jesus, and people worship Jesus, but they was talking about how the Europeans took Africans from Africa on a ship called Jesus. So at this point, I'm like, what? Like, I always been into conspiracies and stuff like that. So I'm just thinking, like, what? Let me look it up. So I actually looked it up, and it was fact. It was facts, not in the facts that Jesus is not real, but the facts that it was a ship called Jesus, and people look at that ship as the savior. So he opened up my eyes. And at this point, I'm young, so I'm like, he not gonna lie to me. Like he wouldn't, it didn't even cross my mind. He just put me on to everything about Egypt, Osiris, ISIS and stuff like that. And I'm just like, wow, my eyes is really like opening for real, for real. Like I said, we used to get high together, right? So I'm gonna tell you this one story, and it's so weird now that it's not even weird. It's just crazy because I thought I'd never tell this story, but I told it one time on TikTok. But whatever is in the dark will come to light. But it's not the shame; it's to show my darkness, and bring that into light, bring that to Jesus, because this could, potentially help somebody. So one time we smoking and we drinking, right? I really didn't drink. I'm young. I'm probably like eighth grade, ninth. I'm like eighth grade. You feel me? So we drinking, and all of a sudden, like he was doing something. I'm not gonna explain what he was doing, but he was doing something with his money, and it was pure deception. Like it was pure deception. He like take a picture of me. You feel me? So I'm like, okay. So I'm taking a picture of this man. I'm taking a picture of this man, and literally right before my eyes, I'm looking at the phone. I'm looking at him, and as he rolling up, he looking just like this. He looking just like this, and the man's turned into a pure lizard, like a reptilian serpent type of dude. I'm just like, what? So now my heart beating fast. Like, so I'm trying to be cool. I'm just like, yo, what? So I take the picture for him. I show him the picture, woo woo, and we go back in the house. So now I'm trying to be cool as a kid. And I'm sitting in the living room, and I'm just like, bro, what did I just watch? Like, what did I just witness? You feel me? So he go in the back doing something. Long story short, he come back into the room, and I was low key scared. I ain't wanna touch him. I ain't wanna do none of that. Like I ain't wanna, I'm trying to play it off. I'm just like, I'm just trying to play it off. And then all of a sudden, bro, I kid you not, in my head, I heard clear as day, run, literally run, bro. So I said, I lied to him or something. I said, hey, like something in the back, woo, woo, can you go get it for me? He went to the back, bro. I opened up that door. I started jetting it. I started jetting it. I'm tweaking out now. Like, you feel me? I'm tweaking. So I run outside. I run outside the apartments, right? And I'm just trying to get going. Like I said, all I heard was run. So I'm just listening to my thoughts, like, just get up out of there. He trying to kill you. He trying to kill you. I'm just like, what? In my head. So I'm running. So now I'm in the middle of the street, fam. And I'm trying to now I'm real live tweaking out. I'm in the middle of the street. I'm knocking on the windows and people driving by. I'm like, hey, somebody trying to kill me. Somebody trying to kill me. I'm tweaking out. You feel me? And next thing you know, somebody the ambulance pull up, right? Ambulance pull up. Was like, sir, what's going on? Are you okay? Woo woo. I'm like, yeah, I'm good, man. There's somebody after me. Woo woo. Bro, now I know it was God, right? Because as I'm getting like interrogated by the ambulance person, right? This lady walked up, and it was my mama friend or my mama associate or something. She got in contact with my mama. That ain't nothing but God for real. She got in contact with my mama, was like, yeah, he got a hold or something, or this, that, and the third, woo, woo. But I'm like, I'm just in my own world. I don't know who Shorty is. I don't know what's going on, but I know she knew my mama. So they took me to the hospital. Bro, I promise you, I'm in the spirit world crazy. Like, I'm literally in the spirit world crazy because I'm in the ambulance, bro. They hooked me up to something. It sounds so crazy that I'm sharing this story because you feel me. I always wanted to keep it on the low, but bro, it ain't no condemnation in Christ. It ain't no secrets, ain't none of that. Like, bro, I don't care. So I'm in the ambulance, right? And they hooking me up to something. But this lady, bro, she was looking like, was like, I don't know, she wasn't possessed or nothing, bro. She was just looking mad weird, and I didn't trust nobody. In my head, I'm thinking I'm finna go to the psych ward, bro. I'm like, bro, they finna lock me up forever. Like, I don't know where I'm going, where I'm at. I'm just looking out the window, and I'm just seeing stuff, bro. I'm just literally just seeing stuff. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm just seeing the road start to move around. It's just crazy. So I finally get to the hospital, right? So now they trying to ask me my name. They trying to ask me my date of birth, this, that, and the third. This is before I even went into like the hospital bed. So I'm sitting there, right? And bro, I kid you not. The nurse come from my left to my right. She come look at me dead like this. She like, what's your name? I'm like, and in my head, like, I'm telling you, I'm thinking they trying to kidnap me on some, they trying to harvest my organs type stuff, bro. I promise you. So I'm just sitting there, and she like, what's your name? How old are you? And it's like I said, I'm tweaking now, so her face morphing and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, she like, he's not gonna. She turned around, was like, he's not gonna talk. I don't know what's wrong with him. So again, from my point of view, I'm thinking, you feel me? They own something. So she went to the left. She started walking off. Bro, I'm sitting there looking forward just straight because I'm shocked. I'm just seeing stuff, bro. Why I looked, no, I ain't even looked to my right. I'm looking out of the corner of my eye. Bro, I'm seeing, because like I'm sitting on the bench. I'm seeing this zombie, like, um, zombie veteran crawling from under the bench, bro. Bro, I didn't even want to look over there. I could see it though, but I didn't want to fully turn. But I'm just like, Joe, what? I'm like, nah. So I ain't even moved. G. I was so shocked and fear. I couldn't even move. So next thing you know, they started calming me down and putting they took me into the room and started putting IVs in me. I started calming down. So once I finally come to, I'm just like, man, bro, that was my first time seeing in the spirit world. So I stopped being cool with him after that, because I'm just like, bro, on some other stuff. And mind you, his birthday is on Halloween. And he used to tell me about how spiritual it is and stuff like that. So it was just super demonic. Everything with him was demonic, deception, real dark. I'm in high school now. So now I'm wilding, I'm smoking already. I done been smoking. I'm drinking now, having sex, going to females' cribs. They coming over to my crib, this, that, and the third. I have this homie that used to provide me a service. None of that funny stuff, man. But he was telling me, he was putting me on game about how, Christianity is the white man religion, and how you should be vegan and vegetarian. You get to control your dreams. He talking about esoteric knowledge, right? He just my homie talking about this esoteric knowledge and stuff like that. So he giving me books. He giving me books to read. I'm reading them on Kemetic teachings, things about again Osiris and Isis and stuff like that, right? And it's wild because again, it was going back to what I already learned before that, what my older cousin was teaching me. So I'm just like, bro, this got to be the way. And I'm looking at how my homie is, how he like well taken care of. He got his priorities straight. You feel me? He way calmer. And because back then he used to be a gangster and stuff like that, but now he's so cool, calm, collected. Like, he changed his everything, then changed for him. So I'm just like, bro, this gotta be real, because he was just not like this, like, at all. He did a whole 360, and the answer was meditation. The answer was being vegan. The answer was to heal yourself on a molecular level. You feel me? So he telling me all this stuff. I'm just like, wow, this gotta be the way. So I started doing little meditations here and there, right? But I never got too deep into it. So around this time, it's 2016. I'm a senior. I'm finna graduate, and I've been friends with a group of people, and they already did LSD. But me looking back, like looking at them like, bro, that's some crackhead stuff. You feel me? Like I'm thinking like, bro, why y'all just not sticking to weed? Like, so right then and there, I got introduced to LSD. I didn't even know what it was at first. But one of my guys, one of my real close friends was like, hey, bro, you gotta try this. I'm just like, what? He like, yeah, you know, you get to see stuff. You get to see like lasers. You get to see like geometric shapes, this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, what? Nah. He like, yeah, let's try it. So I'm like, all right, come on. Like, you feel me? I never was scared. Like, you know, so I tried. So we get together. I'm not gonna get into the story real deep because I'm trying to keep everything short. But we meet up at this park. We try to tab. We put it on our tongue or whatever, and then you know it take about an hour to kick in. So we just sitting there laughing. We just sitting there chilling. You know, just topping it up. And then all of a sudden he get a call from his sister. She like, yeah, you gotta watch your niece. So now you know when you trip, you supposed to have a trip sitter. So it's supposed to be always two people there with you, or you and another person with you. So now he got to go split, and I got to go home because I'm not going to be out here by myself doing this. It didn't hit yet, so he take off, right, and then I take off. So now I'm walking in the crib. You feel me? Of course, my people not at the crib, right? The first thing I do, I walk down the stairs. As soon as I walk down the stairs, it's like my feet got real heavy. It's just like boom. I'm just like, what? And I'm like, what? What's going on? So I try to put my key in the door, but on psychedelics, bro, everything moving. So you trying to, I'm like, what? And now it's just kicking in. So now I'm getting like the shake, not like the shakes, but it's like everything jittering, but whole time you still. So I finally open up the door. I get upstairs. Bro, every time I'm walking up the stairs, it's getting more hard. It's just like boom, boom. I'm just walking. I'm just like, what? And in my mind, all I'm hearing is you on drugs. You on real drugs. Like that's how it sounded. Like that's how my thoughts sounded. Everything sounded slow and wavy, just like this. And the first thing I do, I wanted to meditate because I wanted to get in tune with my thoughts. I wanted to understand, or I wanted to get some secret wisdom or some secret knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to hear what my self wanted to say. You know, it's kind of crazy, right? So I get in my meditation position, right? I close my eyes. The first thing I hear is "Give me your soul." Bro, I almost passed out. When you on that type of stuff, bro, you get to feel everything. So once your mood change, bro, it's like the whole world around you change. So whatever you thinking is how you view the world. So everything was fun and games just like 5 seconds ago until I heard "Give me your soul," and everything went dark around me. Not like a physical darkness, but a spiritual darkness, like a feeling. You feel me? So I literally grabbed my heart. I'm like, bro, what? So I call up my homie, manager. Remember, we just split. So I call up my homie. I'm like, bro, I'm tweaking out. I said, bro, I'm tweaking out. Ooh, ooh. And he like, man, just calm down, listen to some music. Ooh, like that's how it is the first time, bro. And I know you by yourself, this, but you gotta, chill out, eat something, watch some funny videos, play the game, listen to music. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna listen to the music. Man, I'm not gonna lie. When I would start listening to the music, bro, that was like the ultimate experience ever, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was the hardest time that music ever slapped for me, bro. Like I was hearing every single instrument. I was hearing every single breath the guy was taking, rapping, like everything. But don't do drugs. But yeah, that was my first time getting into psychedelics. Fast forward, I'm dabbling in psychedelics. I ain't really was, taking it every day or every 5, 6 months. I'm taking it like literally every year type junk. You know what I'm saying? Like just one time a year, right? So now the thing I think I did it the next time was 2017 or something. But at this point, I'm drinking heavy, I'm smoking heavy, um, I'm traveling here and there. I'm going places. I'm meeting a lot of people, just having a good time. 2018 was really when I was tapping into psychedelics. Now with all this knowledge that I was getting or that I previously got from 2017, I'm still reading these books. I'm still on YouTube. I'm learning so much ancient or esoteric knowledge that now, I'm believing that I'm a god. So it started with law of attraction. Then law of attraction came to manifestation. Their manifestations turned into looking up your chakras. Then, it just started moving up your chakras to energy work, to Kundalini spirit, and to open up your third eye, like this, that, and the third. So I'm just like, man, like people don't know about this. Like, why people don't know about this, So when I used to talk to some people that I know I could talk to, I was telling them about it. And then They be like, man, that's a lot. Like, it get real deep. And I'm like, man, it really do get real deep. So just meditate. I used to encourage this stuff, bro. I used to real life encourage this stuff, like, bro, meditate. I promise you gonna learn something, doing stuff like that. And at this time, I went vegetarian for 3 years, and I did vegan for 6 months, so I could really tap into my dreams and really start to control my dreams, like lucid dreaming and stuff like that. I really got into lucid dreaming as well, so I could really control my dreams. And at this point, I was getting visited by certain spirits to where we would literally link up and have sex, bro. And they call it astral sex. Now, I remember one time, I'm just gonna bring, like I said, I'm trying to keep everything short and concise. But I remember one time, talk to my homie, the one that provided the service, right? He used to put this stuff under your tongue, and it help you lucid dream and stuff like that. So I'm going to see him, and we just chopping it up about life and stuff, and how karma, and how this world not really real, just stuff like that. But I'm linking with him heavy, and he used to give me crystals too as well to help me when I sleep, and to put it on my third eye and my like my chest and stuff like that. So when I used to go to sleep, I got a face on my back a certain way, and before I go to sleep, I say a prayer of protection and this, that, and the third. And he gave me some guided meditations to listen to. So I remember one night I put the stone under my bed. I mean the stone under my pillow, and all of a sudden, I'm listening to the guided meditation that he sent me, and bro, I kid you not, the dude was telling, like, just let the energy flow up your leg, ooh, ooh, ooh. Bro. It felt like hands just like this crawling up my legs, bro. I got up so quick. I was like, nah, bro, like, nah, that's freaky. Like, that's you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro, that's wild. It didn't really scare me, but it just shocked me, like, bro, this actually works. So again, I'm getting deeper and deeper into it. I remember I telling him about the situation. He like, yeah, bro, you gotta be protected, or that's the energy. You feel me? Don't be afraid of it. So I remember one time too, just giving y'all little details. I remember meditating, and I literally remember sitting there, because I got to a point now I can meditate for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I never been like an hour or something like that, but I remember just sitting there meditating for about 30 minutes. Bro, I literally felt the Kundalini like rise up my spine just like this. Like, it felt like, I don't know. It felt like something was really coiling up my spine. But that's the stake, the Python spirit. It's the Kundalini spirit. Now that I'm thinking about it, well, Ben knew about it, but back then, my people perished for the lack of knowledge. I didn't know what I was doing. I thinking I was tapping into something, that was good for me. But whole time we already know the devil come to you as a false light. I'm getting in. I'm actually experiencing real power, and this is something the church never. I never seen a church move in. So it's like, yo, this is real knowledge. Like, church people, I seen how they move. I seen that they drink after church. I seen that they party after church. I seen they curse, this, that, and the third. And now on this side, I don't believe in Jesus. I believe I'm a God now. I believe at this time I started believing Jesus was the devil, because he'll put restrictions on you. He'll put certain guidelines to where you got to follow this, that, and the third. Like, now I'm thinking really Jesus is the devil. But like I said, I was seeing and experiencing real power. I was in contact with real spirits. You know what I'm saying? So the church had nothing on this. So this gotta be truth. 2018 is right. I started getting into cryptocurrency. I started meeting real people. And this how the devil work. The more you start dibbling and dabbling and stuff, he gonna make ways in your life to where you think you winning. So I started getting into cryptocurrency. I started piling this money up. I started my camera business. Um, we was throwing parties at parties. Um, Me and my boys, me and my brother, we just out. We just having the time of our lives, man. And I had decent money. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I had decent money. I remember one time my bro seen my bank account. He was just like, bro, where you get all this money from? I'm like, bro, I saved. Like, you feel me? Like, I saved. But the whole time it was the devil blessing me, for real, man. So moving fast forward, right? 2019, again, my music videos start getting a little attraction and stuff like that. I started meeting rappers. I started meeting CEOs, more CEOs. I'm starting getting into business deals. I'm starting meeting famous people. Like, they never, you feel me? They ain't never really, what I'm saying, impressed me. But, I was just in them doors for real. I was just in them rooms. Met a lot of people, met a lot of connections. as everything was wrapping up to an end, I get introduced to a guy who used to be a Haitian voodoo priest. And like I said, I was in a group where I don't want to say I was working for a group of people. I don't want to say their name, just to keep it out. So I ended up connecting with this guy, and we were good friends. He put me onto a lot of gigs that I did, business work and stuff like that. I ended up meeting one of his best friends. As we were in the music studio, his friend was talking about how spirits will come to him and tell him what crypto coin to invest in. And me being that guy that's been into investing and stuff like that intrigued me. And in a way, it was just like, man, this stuff is real. And he was showing me all his scarifications and stuff that he had to do for his rituals and stuff like that. And I'm just kind of looking at God, so I'm just like, it's kind of crazy, but at the same time, like that's crazy. Like, this stuff is very spiritual, so we got to be careful what music we listen to. He was a voodoo priest, and he was telling me all the things, or he was explaining how he was sacrificing goats and stuff like that, and just doing voodoo stuff. And at that time too, my dreams started to intensify. Like, they literally started to intensify to where they was turning from good to evil. Like, they real lives started turning demonic. Some dreams, they felt so real to where I was feeling it. Like, I was really feeling it when I even woke up, right? But this just the beginning. At this point, I ain't even want to go to sleep. Like, and okay, I ain't even want to go to sleep some days because the dreams were so bad. I was sleeping on my back. I come out my body on some astral projection type stuff. I come out my body, and as I come out my body, I'm thinking it's a dream because how everything looked. Like, you could see in the spirit, like, you could see everything in one view, if that makes sense. Like, you could see everything in one view. I don't know how to explain it, but I walk downstairs. I'm not even walking. I'm floating downstairs. This was before I moved, right? So this was at my people crib. I'm walking downstairs, and I walk outside. And as I'm walking outside, I'm just looking. I'm looking at this garbage can because I had a garbage can. Then I had this tire and this blue box, or this box, right by my garbage can. So I'm just looking like, okay. Next thing you know, I get back in my body and I wake up. So I remember my OG telling me like, yeah, come take out the garbage. And next thing you know, I'm walking down the stairs, to take out the garbage. I'll grab the garbage. You feel me? I walk out the door. And as I turn around to put my stuff in the garbage, I seen exactly what I seen in the dream. So I'm thinking like, bro, what? Like, my heart literally sank down my pocket because I'm like, bro, did I just astral project? Like, I was like, yo, what? Like, I remember I was telling my homie, I'm like, bro, I literally just seen this. Like, bro, I think I astral project. I called him and let him know. He was like, yeah, it's like that. Woo, woo. So yeah, now mind you, like, again, I'm telling you, my dreams becoming darker and darker and darker, bro. And I remember even looking it up online about Scorpio and dreams and this, that, and the third. And it was like, yeah, you dealing with trauma, just the other stuff. You dealing with trauma, this, that, and the third. This your dark self, like, stuff like that. I'm just like, man, this is wild. I'm literally getting tormented in my dreams, right? From where it's people killing me, where it's people chasing me, whether it's things chasing me or things killing me, slashing me, ripping me apart, all type of stuff. 2020 to 2021, mid 2022 was my worst years ever. When I tell you ever, bro, like, I was so depressed during this time, man. It's the pandemic that hit. The money was coming in here and there, right? In the beginning of money, 2020, the money was still coming in, but everything started slowing down. All of a sudden, all these fees from court starting to hit. My license got suspended like three times, 2 or 3 times, doing everything. So everything was up here. Then everything just started nicking down. So all the money I had was just getting spent left and right. Everything, that's regular tickets, health bills, like, everything just started coming back to me, like, in the mail. I'm just like, what is all this? You feel me? Now, all the money that I saved up, bro, I'm talking about, I'm going to $0, bro. I'm talking about flat. Like, everything that I had was just thrown out the window. Just all from car problems, court fees. Literally most of them was court fees. And I remember even tolls, bro. They hit me for tolls, bro, for a couple of thousand for just tolls, bro. No cap. So everything started, just piling up, and I'm just spending. And like I said, the business was going, it would start slowing up. It's the pandemic, right? So now I'm getting depressed because it's like, man, bro, like you fed me with my money. Like, I'm in this headspace where I'm really just thinking about my life, like, man, how did I get here? Like how did I get here? I'm drinking more, I'm smoking more. Just have those real conversations with yourself, just like, man, what happened to you? December 10th, 2020, right? So that whole 9, 10 months was just pure hell, bro. Like I said, everything was moving slow. So at this point, I'm depressed, bro, because out of all the court fees, this, that, and the third, like, bro, I don't got no bread. Like, I don't got no bread, bro. All I got is enough just to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? December 10th hit. I didn't even take nearly as much as I usually take. When I tell you, I only took literally like this much of I was microdosing of a psychedelic, man. I'm sitting there crying, bro. I'm sitting there crying high. I put my hands on my head just like this. I'm crying, bro, because I'm like, bro, my life is literally is going bad. So like this, next thing you know, I shoot out my body, and I'm looking directly at my body. Like my soul come out my body, and I'm looking directly down at my body, my physical body. And again, I'm seeing everything. I'm seeing everything in one full scope, and I feel a hand touch my shoulder, and this hand felt it like straight love. Like it felt it like heat. It felt it like warm heat. It felt it like love for real, for real. But it was crazy because the hand was like, it was white, and it had like a robe. Like it was crazy because I seen everything in 360 view, but the hand was white and it had like a white robe, and it was glowing, and it put his hand on my shoulder, and all I heard was everything gonna be okay. And then I shoot right back in my body. So when I like got back up in my body, I was looking around. I was like, yo, what? So I didn't know if this was God or not. I didn't think it was Jesus, or I don't know what to think, because again, I was already getting tormented by my dreams, and them certain spirits or whatnot. And I didn't know what to think of it. So I recorded a video, and I said, we're gonna play this game and see if that was really you, Jesus. The beginning of 21, things started to pick up just a little bit. And then you know how the devil is. He'll let you win a little bit, then take away. I say the mid 2021, I'm getting back depressed. Like, at this time, my dreams kind of stopped being so demonic, but they were still times where, I wake up with them night terrors and stuff like that. So January 23rd, I get my tattoo. So I got the OM symbol on my neck for unconsciousness, dreams, illusions, and enlightenment and stuff like that. That's the different stages, right, of the OM symbol, that everything was made on a certain frequency and stuff like that. When I got this tattoo, bro, things started to intensify. Like literally started to intensify. The reason I got it was because I believe I was spreading truth. Like I believe when I speak, I spread the truth. So that's why I really got it, just to be a symbol. And I got it on my neck for a reason, to actually speak truth. But whole time, who's the dummy now? Like, you feel me? But whole time, this opened up conversation. This is a conversation starter for me as a Christian. I could start telling my testimony, and especially for people that studying Hinduism, or that's studying these different type of spiritualities. Everything started again crashing. Everything started crashing. I'm talking about I'm getting into accidents, cars getting on flat. Like none of this stuff never happened to me before. Like I would just be driving, a car stop. I remember, I can't even find the videos, but for about 3 or 4 weeks straight, 2 times out of the week, bro, I was getting stopped. And it was nothing wrong with my car, bro. It was nothing wrong with my car. It just be certain little stuff like the radiator that overheated, or the belt then broke all of a sudden. And this not an old car. You know what I'm saying? The tires are the tires will get flattened, stuff like that. Just things started happening. And again, more fees started coming in out of the blue. I'm paying all this money. This, that, and the third. Everything just started crashing. So now again, I'm back in this depressed state of mind. When I tell you, goose egg to my name, $0, bro. $0 to my name. So I'm just like, bro, what's going on? Every time I try to do something, it just fall. It just fail. Always looking back on it, it was supposed to happen like that. Everything was supposed to happen exactly how it's supposed to happen. God break you down to build you back up. He's the cornerstone. So he want me to build my foundation on him instead of money. So he took a lot from me, and also from the devil as well. He took a lot from me too. So I remember getting a hold of some mushrooms, and I called my homie, like, I got some mushrooms. Woo woo. We planned on doing tray 5 of mushrooms. So he lived 3 hours away from me, from Chicago. So I'm in Chicago, and I got to go 3 hours to meet him to go do these mushrooms. So as I'm going, I slide off the road. Now, as I slide off the road, I'm sitting there, I'm mad. I'm like, man, what's going on? Woo, woo. 12 pull up behind me. You know, they like, your license is suspended, this, that, and the third. I'm like, how? I got the court papers. So I started showing him my court papers and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, I got everything to show you. He was like, you know, I see the paper right here, but in the system, it says you suspended. So you got to tow your car, this, that, and the third. I'm just like, bro, I literally got the paper, but he wasn't trying to hear that. You know, he called his sergeant or whatever. They still say they got a tow the car. So I'm just like, what? So they ended up towing my car. Mind you, I'm about about 2 hours in, 2.5 hours in. I don't know where I'm at. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Bro didn't want to arrest me. He was a cool officer. He didn't want to arrest me, so he dropped me off at a hotel. And I'm at this hotel, and the first thing I see is this Bible. No other books, just pamphlets, and this, that, and the third. But as soon as I walk in this hotel, my eyes immediately draw to this Bible, bro. Straight to the Bible. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, nah, like what? If this sign, I knew it was a sign. Like I knew it was God talking to me. And again, I'm on my way to do psychedelics, and in my head, I'm like, you're not supposed to do psychedelics. I'm thinking, you feel me? I'm mixing it. I'm still mixing New Age and Christianity. So now, I'm like, I could do psychedelics and stuff, but I just knew right then and there that was a sign. So I grab the Bible and go to my hotel room, call bro, like, yeah, bro, you will never believe what I got in my hand right now. He like, what? I'm like, it's a Bible, bro. It's God. He talking to me, this, that, and the third. And, we hyping each other up. But that's the thing. That's what happened when you start mixing and mixing. Like you don't know what's good and what's bad, because again, you your own God. So you make the decision if this is right or if this is wrong. So we ended up still doing the psychedelics, had a good time or whatever. um my dreams getting more and more darker, right? And everything I tried was not working. Like I try to go get a job or something like that, or I try to go move here, or I try to talk like it, or I try to, everything I was doing was just not working. And I even had started gaining anxiety every time I go grocery shopping. I did not want to get out the car. Like as soon as I pull up to the parking lot, I'll just be like I'll start panicking. Like I don't know, it was just so weird, but I started forming anxiety. Everything was just going down, right? This when everything started changing for me. 2021. I'm scrolling on my YouTube channel. Now, mind you, everything on my YouTube channel is, a law of attraction. It's esoteric knowledge. Everything is, 48 laws of power. Everything is pyramids. Everything is Illuminati. Everything is just everything on my YouTube channel. But it was this one video that caught my eye by Stephen Bancroft, and it was exposing the New Age teaching and explaining how everything was demonic. Now, I read a lot of books. I read a lot of I watched a lot of videos on explaining like Luciferian teachings is really not as bad as it seems. The devil not really real. So that's why I was tapping into that dark energy, because I was thinking like, dark, and you got to have light and dark. We all balanced. We got to be a balanced being. You feel me? So I'm thinking like, the devil not real, like this, that, and stuff. But it's so crazy, right? I thought the devil wasn't real, but I knew demons was real. And I always had that in the back of my head. It was just like, you put stuff in the back of your head. So yeah. So I come across this video of Stephen Bancock's, and he explained everything from ground to the top tier of how the new age came to the Western world, giving us straight documents, on straight facts. He giving us straight facts on who started the new age. Is going into he going into depth about Helena Blavatsky. He going into that on Anton LaVey. He going into that on Aleister Crowley. And it's a whole bunch of teachings and stuff like that. And I'm just like, wow. So at the end of that video, I kid you not, I think I spent the night over my mama crib, my mama and pop's crib that night. Well, I know I did, but I don't know why I was over there. But anyways, I'm watching the video, and like soon as it's done, I kid you not, right then and there it clicked. Like I've been deceived this whole time. Everything that I've been practicing is false. Everything I thought I knew was flipped upside down, because he was giving straight facts, historical facts, and there was no denying it now that I was really serving the devil. Like I was really serving the devil. So as soon as the video get done, I kid you not, like the veil then got lifted, and like the scale fell from my eyes. spiritually, but I even felt it physically. So it's just so hard to explain. So as it's crumbling, as it's falling from my eyes, spiritually, I feel it physically. And it's falling on my shirt, like it's falling on my shirt. And I'm just like, yo, I've been deceived. Like I've been deceived. So soon as I know it, all of a sudden I look to my left, and in that little space where my closet was, bro, I was feeling the most evilest presence ever. Like it was multiple things going. It wasn't just one presence, but it was multiple presence in that room where I was at. And I didn't even want to go to sleep that night. Like it was angry, and it started manifesting because at that point I knew I've been deceived. Like the gig is up. Like I know that I'm entertaining Satan for real, for real. So it's like they knew, like they read my mind in a way. Like they read my mind in a way. So they started manifesting. I didn't see nothing, but I felt it and I seen it spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Like I sensed it spiritually. I didn't see anything. I sensed it spiritually. So it started manifesting all type of evils in the corner. So that night I did not go to sleep. So ever since that night, mm, 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 the dreams intensify. I didn't know it could get this intense, bro. I promise you, I did not know my dream, bro. Dreams are so real, man. So look, April 14th, 2021. I got spiritually raped, bro. Like real life. I got spiritually raped, fam. And it was because first of all, I ain't gonna explain the dream because that's all you need to know, bro. But they was angry, bro. They was real life angry, and I didn't even know that was possible. But they was angry at me because I discovered Isaiah Saldivar, and he was explaining how how to break contracts and things like that. So that's when I started seeking. That's number one. I'm like, okay, I know it's Jesus. Like I know for a fact it's Jesus. Nobody can tell me anything is Jesus, is Jesus, is Jesus. Because why would that stuff manifest like that? What just happened with my spiritual eyes? What just happened with my physical eyes? And then everything just started coming 360. Like, bro, of course you've been doing rituals. Of course you've been doing magic. Of course you feel me, entertaining familiar spirits. Now I'm finna explain to y'all like the dreams I started getting after this. Now, cause now they start to intensify crazy. Man, I thought I was already getting attacked in my dreams, but no, man, this was something like you really didn't want to get no sleep, bro. So I'm explaining to y'all the time steps of everything, and then I'm gonna reverse back in time. So April 14th, 2021. I told y'all this was my worst year ever. Demons really spiritually raped me. Literally. May 22nd. I had a dream about me getting shot. I'll explain that in a second. May 22nd again. About me getting into more accidents about my car and the suspended licenses. June 16th, 2021. God was speaking to me. July 28th, 2021. I was getting attacked again in my dream, but this was a different attack. August 8th, my people getting possessed, and people was taking me to hell. August 11th, I was fighting a demon for my nephew. August 19th, I was getting attacked again by a demon. August 19th again. So August 19th, 2:57 a.m. was when I got attacked the first time. And then August 19th, the same night, 5:38, 35 in the morning, I started learning how to cast demons out in my dream. I'm finna reverse. So I'm gonna tell y'all exactly why I started having those dreams. Because again, after my spiritual eyes then fell, I started seeking God. So on May 22nd, 2021, I had to dream about me getting shot. And that was at 2:38 in the morning. And May 22nd, the same night, 2021, I had that dream about my license getting suspended. So May 22nd was a big turnaround again for me. It had me thinking again about God. So in that dream, I was in spiritual warfare. Remember, everything in 2020, things started slowing up, right? Especially with my video business. I'm in my dream now. I'm in my nephew room. I come out the room, I walk to the living room. And as I'm walking to the living room and I'm seeing the doorknob like move on the other side, I'm like, man, who playing with the door? So as I unlock the door or as I open up the door, I see like this junkie lady looking like a witch, and she point to me like this and tell me to follow her. So I'm like, okay. So I follow her. She walked down the apartment stairs. I walk down the apartment stairs. She go forward, and as she walking forward, I noticed it was a German Shepherd on my left hand side, which is now revelation of the Holy Spirit. It was the Holy Spirit with me in my dreams, right? So the German Shepherd walking behind this witch. The witch keep going straight, disappear. She disappear out of the blue. The German Shepherd walk and stop, and then turns towards the right. As I look towards the right, it's a house. So I'm like, okay, I guess the German Shepherd want me to go up the stairs. So as I was going up the stairs, this dude he opened the door and started pulling out a gun, and he started shooting me. So I'm getting shot. I'm like, I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot. I'm falling backwards. I'm falling backwards. And as I fall backwards, I looked like my head went to the left. And as I looked to the left, it was a TV on the porch, and it was God. And then he said he wanted to show me something. So he pressed rewind on the TV. So everything started rewinding. The whole dream started rewinding. The bullets go back into the gun, and the dude closed the door. And now I'm walking back up the stairs, and this time when dude opened up the door with his gun, he started shooting, and I start dodging the bullets. And I start fighting him. So I look to the left again to the TV, and God told me straight up, right? This I don't remember the exact words, but he told me straight up. Hold up, let me see if I actually wrote down what he said. Saying, I was with you. He allowed me to see both outcomes of the situations at the end. He said, I was with you and I've been protecting you this whole time. Everything came into like realizations. Like all the times that I was doing the music videos to where I could have got killed, where I could have got robbed, because there was a few times where they tried to rob me. Because again, I was just solo dolo, and I'm in Chicago. Everybody got bigger guns than what I was carrying. You feel me? But he was showing me all the times where the gun could have shot off and killed me, because there was a lot of times where guns was dropping at the music at the scene of where I was shooting. It was a lot of times where I could have gotten into real bad car accidents, and everything was happening in that dream so quick. It was instantly. I wake up with this revelation, like God been with me this whole time. Or I wake up speaking in tongues just like this. I wake up, I'm like, I'm speaking in tongues, right? Speaking in tongues, crying profusely. Like I'm like, bro, he's real. Like God is real. Like I'm speaking his tongues. So I call my auntie. Like, man, I'm speaking in tongues right now. God just showed me he real. He showed me why I couldn't do music videos. He told me to stop doing music videos. This. So that's why I stopped doing music videos. Because a lot of people ask what happened, but that's the reason why. Because God literally told me, to drop it. And that was the reason why. Man, it's just been those times where you had that experience or that one-on-one with God, where it's like, you real. Let me stop playing. Let me get my life together. Or one of those, I actually have a relationship with God. Like he actually talking to me now. You feel me? Like he's really showing me things in my life. This not no just go to church, put an offering in the basket. No, this is a real relationship with God. Like that day was fire. I'm not gonna lie, that day was fire. So in May, I started getting into a car accident. Remember that dream I was telling you about? May 22nd, 2021, I had a dream that my license was suspended and I got into a car accident. So in May, I got into a car accident. In June, my car stopped working again completely. March 27th, 2021 was the first time I'm hearing Stephen Darby. And like I said, and through my old testimony, that I was always into conspiracies. So I never met or seen a pastor preach on things that was like Illuminati. He was speaking straight facts. So I'm like, wow, it's actually preachers out here that preach like this. So I started getting into touch with Stephen Darby. Again, I'm getting spiritually attacked, and I'm getting deeper and deeper into depression. April 13th was my first time seeing Isaiah Saldivar. I got everything. Again, I'm gonna show you all the pictures and videos, right, of the timestamps, because I want y'all to understand how God really works and moves. So April 13th was the first time I was seeing Isaiah Saldivar. And April 14th, so the next day, that's when I got spiritually raped, because they was mad because I was listening to Isaiah Saldivar, and his sermons was telling me how to cast out demons and how to break contracts and spiritual covenants and stuff like that. So that's when they got mad and started spiritually raping me, right? April 7th, 2022 was when I started having suicidal thoughts. Man, it was so much craziness during that time. So each month was hell. Literally, each month was hell. So March 25th all the way to August 19th was when I was really having all those demonic attacks and all those demonic dreams. And during that whole time, I was barely sleeping. I was physically getting scratches on me. I was going through a hard time. I didn't even know what to think, but I knew I was on the right path, because this stuff wouldn't happen to me if it wasn't for that day, March 25th, 2021, when the scales fell from my eyes. I'm seeking Jesus all throughout these months, man. And it was bittersweet, because I'm knowing Jesus is real now. Like I'm knowing Jesus is real. He has to be real, And not only that, they fighting me because I'm now knowing Jesus is real. I just had to fight. I really had to fight. So fast forwarding it again, just to keep it short, or trying to keep it short. I don't know how long this video is, but I'm trying to keep it short. From April of 2021 all the way through June or July 2022, I was straight depressed. Like it was like, bruh, it was just like, man, I'm depressed, but at the same time, I'm learning and relearning myself. Because again, I always identified as money. Like I loved money, bro. Like even on my Snapchat, if you follow me on Snapchat, I was with the flexing. Like I was popping bottles, I was smoking weed, I was with the females, I was with models. Like I had them all throughout my crib, like females throughout my crib. I was quote unquote that guy, you feel me? So I had to relearn myself during those times of the spiritual warfare. So it was unlearn to relearn, literally. So now fast forward, I ended up moving to the burbs. Now I don't got no car because remember I got into an accident. So let me tell you about how this one story. My pops helped me out with a truck. I go have with him on a truck. Truck worked perfectly. It always worked perfectly, right? I get in a truck. I'm trying to get to work now. I got a job in the burbs. The car catch on fire as I'm driving. The car catch on fire as I driving. Remember, everything happened in the spirit first. Then it comes to the physical, and especially if you don't cancel it, you automatically come to agreement with it. You feel me? So I didn't know this spiritual teachings now. I mean back then, but I do know it now. So everything that was happening in my dreams about me getting into accidents started happening. And then this time as I move to the burbs, I get into the car as I'm driving, it catch fire. So now I got a Uber from my new spot to the job. $50 getting there and $50 to come back. So I'm spending $100 a day just to get to work, and I got paid every 2 weeks. So once I get paid, everything that I made within those 2 weeks, I literally was coming back to $0. Flat line. I'm talking about literally no money, zero. Literally, I was breaking even. And like I said, I was depressed because it was like, bro, I don't got no money. I can't win. Like I literally cannot win. So that was a hard struggle. So one day I just decided, like, sure, I'm just gonna sleep outside. So I grabbed my book bag. I started stuffing some clothes in there with a toothbrush, toothpaste, soap and stuff like that, towel. And since I worked third shift, I worked overnight. I just wash up in the sink in the bathroom. So, bruh, that's what I was doing for like a week. That's what I was doing for like a week after I saved up a little bit of bread. Man, during those times, as me washing up at work, I'm literally looking myself in the mirror like, bro, like you just had all this money. You had all the accolades, everything. Now you're reduced to washing up in a sink, bro. Like it's crazy. Like, it's just like, man, how did I get here? But I get done doing my due. So I get off at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I ended up walking to this park, which is about like a 15-minute walk. Walk to the park and I'm sitting under the gazebo because you feel me. Like I said, I knew a spot where I could sleep at, and I'm in the burbs, so I'm not really worried about no. Excuse me, I'm really not worried about nobody robbing me or nothing like that. I'm in the burbs. So during that time, as I'm sleeping outside, just like John the Baptist, you feel me? During that time, I call myself John the Baptist because I was eating gas station food, and I was living outside in the wild. But during that time, bro, I promise you, God was speaking to me every single night, bro. He was speaking to me every single night, telling me he want me to do this, he want me to do that, he want me to do this, that, and the third, and how he gonna use me for this. I gotta cut off this, and it was to a point where as soon as I wake up from sleeping on a bench, I read my Bible. As soon as I started reading my Bible, everything just started coming to life. Like I was reading my Bible, man, from up to down, from sun up to sundown. No cap. I'm reading my Bible and things he just started revealing stuff to me. Man, that was cool. He started showing me stuff in my dreams. End up saving a little bit of money, being able to going back to the crib to where I can actually sleep in the bed now. Then, I meet this girl, which is now my wife, you feel me? When I met her in July 2022, spiritual warfare increased again. It kind of slowed down when I was outside. It definitely slowed down when I was outside sleeping because God was really talking to me at this point now. The warfare started increasing again because the demons knew that together we was gonna shake something in the spirit. So they was trying to do everything to stop us from talking. And even she got attacked because of the things that I was fighting with spiritually. You feel me? She was taking on my battles because we was talking. So she'll wake up with her bed shaking. I'll wake up with my bed shaking. she'll get dreams of demonic attacks, and I will get demonic dreams of, demonic dreams and stuff like that. So I had to anoint the house again. Like I had to anoint the house, this, that, and the third. And, we prayed, we cut off every covenant and stuff like that together. But man, it's been a wild one. Like it's really been a wild one. So now, after I meet my girl, after she get attacked, we could just continue to pray. We continue to, denounce and cast out whatever demons we had or that I had. She was praying for me, this, that, and the third. I did get delivered in 2020. 2022, sometimes, I denounce all covenants that I had. I got delivered. I got delivered from everything. I really ain't have no night terrors again. I didn't have no spiritual encounters like that again. You have every now and then, Satan try to tempt you with making a covenant in your dreams, stuff like that. But nothing so crazy to how it was or when it was, where it was in 2021. So man, that's my testimony. I'm hoping it really made sense because I know I was everywhere and all over the place, but I want y'all to see exactly and the dates how everything was like, you know. So man, I just hope this bless y'all. I just want y'all to know that really Jesus is the way, He is truth, and the life. No matter what you're looking for, spiritual concepts, alchemy, hermeticisms, anything, bro, comedic teachings, none of that is it. That's knowledge from the fallen angel. That's esoteric knowledge. It really don't feel you at all. Like you'll keep having to search, you'll keep having to do this, that, and the third, and it's not worth it, man. Like the spiritual stuff, the covenants that you make unknowingly. It's people right now that's watching this video that's practicing new age concepts. And I know y'all getting attacked, and even if y'all not getting attacked, some things in your life where you can't explain what's going on, that's because it's spiritual. And when you're not under the protection of God or Jesus or the blood of Jesus, you out here naked. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we gotta have Ephesians 6 armor on, because if you're not covered under his blood, you a target. And the devil walk around seeking whom he may devour, and you will get devoured without the protection of the blood. So man, I just hope this encourage y'all to grow in the Lord. And if you guys are getting tested or getting pruned or going through something in your life, just know we all have to go through it. We all been through something that was wild or something we just can't explain, or being at our lowest. Just know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Whatever you're going through now, trust me, it's light at the end of the road. Jesus is the answer. And just keep seeking him out. And he will show you things in your dreams. He will show you things in the physical, that he's there with you. Just don't give up. It's about enduring through the end. It's all about endurance. Don't give up on his race. Don't give up on his walk, because he ain't never give up on you. He said he'll never leave nor forsake you. You feel me? So, man, I just really hope this touched somebody or whoever it need to touch. But this was my testimony. But, man, I hope this bless y'all, man.